Hello my lovely wolf pack, welcome back to another creepy video. Today we're going to be talking about scary Family Guy conspiracy theories. Before we start the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me and everything, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. For my last video you can check the description of the in-stream. I've been posting a lot more shorts than usual, so make sure to check those out as well. Put in the comments hashtag Family Guy and I will heart and pin your comment. I'm gonna start trying doing that more. I'm gonna start doing that more often. You know, have like little hashtag things in the comments. But anyways, let's get into today's video. Roll the intro. Okay. Okay, so the first Family Guy conspiracy theory that I've talked about, which by the way, I'm really scared to put this on the internet because last time I did a conspiracy theory video, YouTube took it down. So please don't take this down, YouTube, I'm begging you. This isn't meant to hurt anyone or to discredit the creators of Family Guy. Obviously it's not for that, it's just for entertainment. And these aren't even my conspiracy theories. Most of these I've seen on the internet. So the first Family Guy conspiracy theory is that Peter actually killed his kids. Now just think about it. Think about it like this. Stewie is a baby. He's been a baby since like 1999. It's 2022. Why isn't he aging? Well, it is the fact that he is dead. The theory goes that Peter killed Stewie because of his head. It looked different and he didn't want everybody looking at him like he's a freak because he has a freak kid, so he killed Stewie. That's why Stewie never ages. However, his spirit was so angry that he was seen as this evil child that made all these inventions and shit and wanted to kill his mother, which I'll get into that in a second. But over time he has accepted his fate, which is why later in the show you will see that Stewie doesn't have a lot of tech like before, and he's not trying to kill Lois, and he's actually more on the gay side, which is nothing wrong with that. But still, he's accepted his fate, and there you go. Now, I'm going to fast forward to why Lois didn't do anything. The reason Lois did not try to stop Peter from killing Stewie is that he threatened to kill the rest of the kids, which is why she always puts up with his shit. And I'm just like, what? Now, the next conspiracy theory we're going to be talking about is again involving death, but this one's a little different. So this conspiracy theory goes that the reason nobody in Family Guy ever ages, even Herbert, is because they're all dead. See, the theory goes that Quahog, along with the US, went into war, and Quahog, Rhode Island, is where the first hit was. So apparently the theory goes that when the United States in the show was at war with Afghanistan, and Afghanistan shot a missile and it landed on the island, and Quahog, Rhode Island was destroyed. Everyone on that show never ages because they're all dead. You know, like, and that makes a lot of sense. None of them really die. I mean, I seen Stewie jump out of a hot air balloon, but yet he got stuck on a rope at the bottom. That's why they never die, because they can't. They're already dead. And pretty much everyone in the town is a ghost. And I'm just like, damn, that makes a lot of sense looking back on a lot of shit. Okay, this next conspiracy theory isn't about death. This next conspiracy theory is that Stewie is actually a grown adult. Now hear me out. Stewie is actually a grown adult because the CIA knew Stewie Griffin was a threat. Okay? The theory goes that Stewie was building time machines and ray guns and shit, and eventually someone notified the government that this was going on. Now they really knew that Stewie wanted world domination. So what did they do? Well, first they killed Stewie, the real Stewie, and replaced him with a little person that, wasn't as... The point is, little person in this conspiracy theory is that he wasn't as bright as... he was smart, but he wasn't as smart as Stewie. So that's why he's not building a lot more high-tech shit, because he's not the real Stewie. He is an imposter. And his role is to make sure the family doesn't find out, because if they find out and then they put it out, the US government would be in serious shit. So his goal, or his mission, is to keep everyone in the dark. That includes Brian. Which, speaking of Brian, brings me to my very next conspiracy theory, is that Brian is Stewie's first experiment. Hear me out. So, I don't really know if this is a good conspiracy theory, because on one of the old episodes we see him as a puppy, but then again, that is what I believe as a false memory, which we'll get into in a minute. So the theory goes, is that Stewie had a puppy for Christmas. Brian. He was a normal dog. He couldn't talk, he didn't smoke weed, he didn't try to write books, he wasn't trying to bang women, but what had happened was, the theory goes that when Stewie first got Brian, he wanted him to be his friend. He wanted someone to talk to because no one else could understand him, but the dog could. He realized so he taught Brian a trick, and he realized that Brian can understand him even though he's a baby. But at the same time, he couldn't hear him because obviously he's a dog. So he took Brian's brain and his vocal cords and did some kind of surgery bullshit on him, and boom, turned him into having a human brain with a human voice box. And that's how he can talk and act kind of like a human despite him being a dog. That includes walking up on 2 legs, which, by the way, he did that too. And what had happened was, the false memory that you see back in the day with Brian being a puppy and with his mom, that was a false memory. He was with his mom, but he couldn't talk, and he wasn't trying to open any Tylenol or whatever. That was a false memory that Stewie put in his head to keep him attached to him. And, of course, everyone found out. So Stewie put this knockout gas all over the room where the family was sitting, and they passed out. Then, of course, Stewie wiped their memory and then created a new memory, put it in their head, and then that's how they remember Brian was talking. Because Stewie wanted to keep everyone, including the new Brian, in the dark. Now, this next conspiracy theory is that Brian's death was actually related to Final Destination. Now, this one, a little strange. So basically, what the theory goes is that Death was tired of Stewie and Brian fucking with the timelines and all this other shit. So Death decided they need to die. Now, the original plan was to have Stewie and Brian find this brand new hockey set, because their hockey set was the whole reason they were in the street. Now, the plan was for Stewie and Brian to get killed. However, Death did not account for Stewie going back inside because he forgot something, so only Brian was dead. So, what happened? Well, Death went to, what's his name? That Italian dog, and killed his best friend. So he ended up in the pound, and who got him? Peter. So, Vinny, that's his name by the way, Vinny was actually someone else's, but Death wanted to get him. Death knew that this dog had a gift, because he also could talk like Brian. So Death put a hex on the dog, which is weird because no one else is affected except for Stewie. He's always sad, but then when he starts getting attached to Vinny, that hex went away, so it wouldn't hurt him anymore. But it came back, and then Stewie went back in time and changed it. Which I don't understand how Death didn't just come back for him a second time, but whatever, you know, it was what it is. These aren't my conspiracy theories, by the way. These are just conspiracy theories I found online. So if some of them don't make sense, it's just what I'm reading. So I had to do a little research for this video. And our last conspiracy theory is the most crazy one, and that is Rick and Morty, Family Guy, The Simpsons, Futurama, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show all in the same universe. Now hear me out. Number 1, Family Guy did a crossover with The Simpsons, and guess who else did? Futurama. The Cleveland Show obviously was a spin-off of Family Guy, and on one of the episodes of Family Guy there was a storm. The storm led to both American Dad, Family Guy, and of course, The Cleveland Show. And once Stan walked out of the house, guess who popped up? Cleveland, and then Peter. So, they're all in the same universe. And guess who else comes in? Rick and Morty. Now, Rick and Morty, the reason I say they're in the same universe is because there are several Easter eggs if you look. There's several Easter eggs, including this alien who wasn't from Futurama, but she was drinking Slurm. That is the soda from Futurama that comes out of the acid, that slug-looking thing. And I'm just like, wow. And it gets crazier from that. Family Guy did a joke. They were looking for the source of all the dirty jokes in the world. And, well, he's like, he actually referenced and actually met Bender on Futurama. And, of course, the last part of this conspiracy theory is that, of course, Rick and Morty, if you've seen one of the couch gags for The Simpsons, you would know that Rick and Morty actually appeared on there, which was pretty cool. And Rick pretty much just killed The Simpsons, regenerated them, and stole their shit. So yes, this is going to be the end of the video. Please like and subscribe and follow me and everything. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. If you have not seen my last video, you can check the description or the end screen, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, if you guys can get me to 400 subscribers, I will take a bath in ice water for 5 minutes. And, so there's that. Check the end screen or whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.